All right. First off, I am not a software expert. I don't know the negative risks of this if there are any. I would imagine you could accidentally format a drive or rename a drive or rechange the permissions of a drive incorrectly. Make sure you're doing the right drive. Try this at your own risk. I learned all this yesterday. That being said, um, my issue initially was that my micro SD card, this will work for micro SD cards, SD cards, hard drives, SSDs, SSHDs, doesn't matter. Any kind of drive, if it's showing up in disk management, which you can get to by pressing the Windows key and start typing in disk management, press enter when you see it or click it out of the list. If it shows up in disk management, but it doesn't show up in your Windows file system after taking the drive out of your phone or camera or whatever and putting it into your computer, um, the issue that I had was that it must have been sharing a letter with something else and it was not showing a letter on the device in disk management, um, or of course in Windows. So I had to assign it a drive letter because it was either conflicting with something or just lost its being assigned. Um, that was fixed via this that I found on Google, which is opening a command prompt, Windows CMD, run as administrator. Yes. Then we go into type disk part, one word, and then we type in list disk. So in this, you see the different sizes of the drives, or the I guess drives. Um, disk 3 is the one that I'm looking at because disk 3 is the same size as the drive that I was using, that I was having issues with. So disk 3 is what we're looking for. So we go to select disk 3. Now selected disk. Now we go to list volumes. I'm pretty sure you can just skip the list disk options. I typed in list volumes. Let me try this again. List volume. There we go. No S. This one right here, volume 6, is that same one. So it matches disk 3. It's volume 6 of disk 3, both things, right? 477, just like above, it had the 477. This did not have a letter. So the next step is you type in select volume letter. Select volume, 6. Volume 6 is selected. Now you assign volume letter by assign letter equals and pick a letter. I picked F because it wasn't used by anything else. It gets rid of whatever conflict. I do happen to have 2 Windows installs on this same system. I didn't want to commit to Windows 11. I don't like it. That's another conversation for another time. You pick the letter, you assign the letter. After doing that, the file showed up in my disk management here. So I was able to see that I have now F showing up. I got my 477. It shows up. I got my pictures here. All of my stuff that I had, my pictures, my videos, my recipes, recordings, whatever. I copied them over to my hard drive on my system. It's an SSD. To my SSD on my system. Made sure they worked. There's a lovely picture of me when I was sick and my kitten when he was sick. Oh, how lovely. Yeah, so made sure they worked, backed them up, they work, we're good. So, the micro SD card still does not work in my phone. The Android directory in it, which you might have noticed the volume 7H that I also named, it just doesn't work. It's corrupted. I did a scan for it, which I'll show you how to do in a moment. Just didn't work. So, let's do this next step. So we go to exit. And now we go into this check disk command. CHKDSK space F, now that it has a letter, colon, I don't know if it's forward or back, slash, slash like what do you see on the screen? slash F slash X slash R. In this order, I believe /X is on mount and /R is repair or recover. I don't remember which it is. But because of the fact that there's some issue with permissions, it says it's write protected. After doing a full scan of the drive and looking at it, the micro SD card, um, it said to me that removable media is read only, which brings me to my next thing that I found. So going back to disk part, DISKPART, one word. I found list disk. How to. Oop, I typed it wrong. List disk. I can do this. Disk 3. Select disk 3. It's now selected. So attributes disk clear read only. If this is not a removable media, it should work. It might work for your removable media. Mine just is not playing nice. I've already got what I needed. I'm just posting the rest of this for the sake of hopefully helping someone else. Disk clear read. Oh, one word. Read only. And this will, disk attributes cleared successfully. This is one of two methods that I found. The other one is going into regedit. Honestly, that's more of a pain in the butt, and I'm just Google. Oh God, what is it? The sentence that I posted earlier, or not posted, but found earlier, where it was Windows cannot run disk checking on this volume because it is write protected, and type in regedit in a search bar. It will send you to what you're looking for. But that supposedly cleared it. But you'll notice that if I go and I type in check disk f colons /f /x /r, it still says it's write protected. I know you're supposed to restart. I did try. It didn't work. I tried restarting. I tried unmounting. I'm going to end up formatting my SD card and just putting my not corrupted files, my actual data, back onto the card after it reformats the operating system. And that's how I'm fixing it. But it did work. I did get what I needed. These extra steps are just to kind of teach what I went through to learn this and options that didn't work for me but might work for you in your situation. I hope that helps. Yeah, good luck.